Hey, this is Neil-Asher from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, where we help Australians just like you start their own online business selling things right here in Australia. We've got over 2,000 members with sales of over $50 million, and you can find out more by going to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. Sooner or later, you're going to get a return on Amazon. One of your customers is going to send something back. At that point, here's some things you should absolutely do. Hildy says, how do I manage returns on Amazon? Okay, so how do you manage returns on Amazon? What can I teach you about the return process? So let's start with this. So assumption is that you're selling using Amazon FBA. You're not doing FBM, fulfilled by merchant, you're doing FBA, okay? For most of us, I believe that would be the case anyway. But just in case, this is what this is based on. And anything else I want to make an assumption about that? Not really. Okay, so as you start selling on Amazon, returns are inevitable, absolutely inevitable. You will get returns. It will piss you off. Some customers won't return the thing when they say they are going to return it. Some customers will return a completely different thing to what you sold them. And some customers have clearly broken the thing and then returned it, okay? All this shit and much more happens all the time. So what I'm going to give you is some points that will help you managing the process of getting returns as an Amazon seller using FBA. Thing number one, you want to keep a record of the return notification from Amazon. So whenever you get a return initiated, Amazon will send you an email, and then what I do with that email, or what we do with it, is I use Google Apps for Business. So I'm kind of making it my assumptions based on this shit, okay? I use Google Apps for Business, and so we get our email from Amazon. A customer has initiated a return, a refund, blah, blah, blah. I take that email and then I have linked to my Gmail Google Apps for Business, which is just Gmail. I use a piece of software called Boomerang, okay? And what we do is we set up a boomerang, so in 45 days time, we go back and check if the customer actually returned the product, because you get 45, or the customer gets 45 days to return the product. If they don't return the product in those 45 days, you can ask Amazon to reimburse you for the refund that they made. Okay, I don't know if you know that, but you can. So we do that. That's the first thing we do. So if you don't have Gmail Apps for Business, or you don't want to use that shit, and you don't therefore get Google Boomerang, just make a note in your diary, in your calendar, or whatever you're using, to go back and check that you actually got the thing returned after 45 days. If you didn't, open a support case in Seller Central. I'll give you what we use in a second, and just say, hey, we didn't actually get our thing returned. You got to reimburse us for the refund because we don't have the thing. And then Amazon will give you the money back, okay? Number two, if you find that an item was not returned within the 45-day limit, then you request a reimbursement from Amazon. Okay, that's what you do. So how do you go check that out? Pretty simple. You want to go to Seller Central, which is where I'm on now, then go on to Reports, which is where we are now, and then you want to go to Fulfillment and then Returns, okay? So you go to Fulfillment and Returns, Removals. So it's all in here, okay? Fulfilled inventory. That's where you want to go for that, okay? Number three, and then you can check that and it'll show you what's being reimbursed. And if you don't get a refund, it hasn't come back to the FBA warehouse, whatever it may be, you can go contact Amazon support. They'll refund you, or they'll reimburse you, should I say, for the refund that they made, okay? Next, when I get a refund, we contact the buyer. So when a buyer returns a product, you've got to make the assumption that they're doing it for good reason and there's something wrong with the product or something like that. So what we do is we contact the buyer. You can do that through Seller Central, and we send them a message. I'll give you that message in a second. And basically what it says is, Amazon has just notified us that you requested a return. I'm so sorry about that. We do everything we can to maintain high quality, blah, blah, blah. If there's anything at all I can do to make things better for you, just let us know and we'll be delighted to help out in any way. We'll also monitor it with Amazon to make sure that you're getting your refund. And so basically, you know, you're just kind of saying, hey, look, it's all good. Don't worry about it. We're going to help you get a refund and we're going to help you have a good experience with our company. That's really what that says. Okay, I'll give it you in a second. But what that will do is it will stop you getting some negative reviews. And if they have already left you a negative review, it will incentivize them to alter their review and not make it negative. Okay, so you definitely want to do that. Okay, I'll give you that in a second. I've got a whole list of things for you I put together for you earlier. Number 4 thing that we do. Number 4, I get all the returned items sent to my prep company. So if it's the USA, for instance, I'm not obviously in the USA because I want to take a look at the item that's been returned to me. So I get it sent to my prep guy and then he videos it and shows me if there's anything wrong with it so I can do a quality inspection just to see if there is actually an issue I need to be aware of. So I do that. Anything gets returned, I get it sent to my prep guy. He does a video of it or we do a Skype and he shows it me, so that I can see if there's a problem. So I preempt any problems, okay? So I do that. Obviously, if you're selling in Australia and you're in Australia, you can just get them sent to you so that you can check it out yourself, okay? Anything else we do? You can also run, by the way, a report in Seller Central to check out why things are being returned. So whenever somebody files a return claim, a refund claim, they have to give the reason why it's been refunded. Typically, you know, it's a defective product or something like that, but you can actually run a report. You can Seller Central, under reports, you go to fulfillment, you go to refillment, and then you want customer concessions, okay? And that's where you go find that. We usually run that report every 30 days. So, I know I've blabbed on a lot about that. Let me give you the resource I wanted to give you for that. Here it is. So if you are watching this on a recording, you're like, how the hell do I get that, Asher? There you go. What you want to do, come into the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. This is where you end up. This is our homepage. And you're going to go into here where it says AOE Resources and Cool Stuff. I might just change that to cool shit because I prefer cool shit. You want to go there, okay? And then when you click on that link, you'll get to this page, where the very, very first video is the wonderful, wonderful Kate Ingham talking about ducks in a row. If you go underneath that, it says, follow this link for lots and lots of cool stuff, and you will end up on this page. And this is where I put heaps of cool stuff, including this. Okay, so I just kind of laid it all out for you. Anytime somebody asks me a question where I get to lay out some step-by-step shit for you, I put it into that resource area for you. There's a lot of cool shit in here, as the name implies. That's how you get to it if you're watching a video recording. That was a video taken from my regular Monday night Q&A session that we have here at the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. Every week we jump on a call just like you saw, and I'm just answering questions, helping people build their Amazon business. If you'd like to get myself to help you build your Amazon business, you can find out more by going to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. See you on the inside. Bye for now.